Muslims have the best productivity hack, and we often don't realize it. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Shakib. I'm a graduate student at McGill University, and I'm the founder of the MyWaqt app. We've got to get out of this 24-hour loop with basic daily schedules. They don't have a natural rhythm. They don't turn intention into action. They don't allow you to pause, to recalibrate. Traditional planners, you start with this blank page, unsure where to start. Then you try to add your work, your studies, you add your events, your to-do lists, and you end up with this cluttered, overwhelming schedule that's just impossible to follow. On top of the lack of structure, you have this balance between Deen and Dunya. So you got Fajr and sunrise or Duha, then you got Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. When you try to go through this day, Salah will feel like interruptions, and each time you'll try to balance two lives at the same time. And when Deen and Dunya compete, we lose both. All this time, it's a limited resource that we can't get back. Health and free time are two blessings that many people waste, and on the day of judgment we'll be asked how we spent our time. MyWaqt stops this cycle. Before we go to the app, here's how it works. It uses what the most productive Muslims in history have been doing. Instead of this 24-hour loop, we have clear separate time blocks like this. So each one starts at a prayer time and ends at the next one. Salah are anchor points on top of which you build your day, so you can schedule your life around Salah and not the other way around. The value of Salah should never be overlooked. If we go at Surah Al-Baqarah, we can read وَاسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ وَإِنَّهَا لَكَبِيرَةٌ إِلَّا عَلَى الْخَاشِعِينَ الذين يظنون أنهم ملاقو ربهم وأنهم إليه راجعون. And seek help through patience and prayer. Indeed, it is a burden except for the humble, those who are certain that they will meet their Lord and to Him they will return. Here, Allah says that Salah is difficult. It's a burden except for the humble. Those are the ones who understand that we should seek help through Salah. They're the ones who know that Salah shouldn't be seen and treated as a burden, as interruptions. It's in reality a treasure, a rahmah, to build success in this life and the next. It's a moment to share what you're going through with Allah and make dua while remembering that this life is short and the real value lies in the next. At each station, reconnect with Allah and disconnect from this world to come back with a boost and a clear mind. Prayers act as natural anchors to divide the day into clear, predictable blocks, helping you visualize time and move through your day with structure and control. You look back and see how the last time block went, readjust if needed, and continue with the next. And not all these blocks have the same value. As you can see, some here are longer than others. And according to the hadith, the Fajr block is actually gold. It's full of barakah, so we should do the most important tasks here. Energy levels are not the same throughout the day either. So for me, if we go like this, here's how my energy levels look like. I start up here, then it dips around Dhuhr, then I come back a little bit, and then I go back to sleep. So with this, obviously, here, I always do my most important tasks. Here, I do something like admin work or easier tasks. And over here, I find that it's a good time to read Quran especially. Let's now go to the app. I'll start with the web app, then I'll go to the mobile app. Both are available, they're in early access. You can get the mobile app on the App Store, and for Android, it's coming in a few days. Here's how the calendar looks like. As you can see, it's divided by prayer times. It uses my own prayer times. So here I'm in Montreal. Fajr is at 6:05. And this makes a dynamic grid that changes every single day. instead of having a rigid hourly grid that we find in traditional calendars, to create an event, you just have to click on a time block and it will fill the space from one period of time to the next one. Here I'm doing a presentation video. So save that event. And if you want a custom event for a team meeting, for example, here I've got one from here to there. So I've got a meeting from 12:30 to 3 p.m. I just have to hold and drag in the calendar. In all of this, it's fully customizable. You can choose which anchors you want. For example, here I've got Qiyam, Fajr, Sunrise, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha, and midnight. Midnight being from Maghrib to Fajr, the middle of the night. Here's how I like to plan my week. I always start with my to-do lists and I brain dump everything that I have to do. And now it's one thing to have tasks in to-do lists. It's another thing to actually do them. So what I do from there is I take my tasks and drop them into my events. You can also create new events using tasks. So here. This will be very helpful when I'll be using the mobile app. I'll show you a bit later. All to-do lists have tags. They are organized by tags. So you can organize your events, your tasks with those tags. So we've got work, Islam, family, sports, and entertainment. And you can also add some custom tags as well. This makes sense in productivity from an Islamic perspective because in Islam, productivity means having a balance between work but also ibadah. So here you've got work, Islam, your family obligations, doing activity, doing sports, but also entertainment. You don't want to spend all day on YouTube and other social media. So it's good to plan out when you want to do those things. There's also this high priority tab that's very useful to not forget tasks. For example, here I've got plan chapter 3. That's very important. So I just use the exclamation point over here and I'll find it in that tab. And one more thing, there's the routines feature. Routines are here to help you create the perfect morning and evening routine. For example, here's my morning routine. So I just title my habits and write how much time it takes. And you've got a routine player here that works just like a playlist so that it can guide you throughout your morning and evening routine to start and end your day as perfectly as possible. And that's something that I personally use on the mobile app. The last feature I'll be presenting before moving to the mobile app is analytics. Analytics are here to help you visualize how much time you spend per week for each aspect of your life. As you can see, everything here is blue because I just created work events. But if I actually schedule the next 3 days, by the way, something I forgot to mention is you can create recurring events from a period of time to the other. Normally in a traditional calendar, you can only create recurring events from an hour to another. Here, for example, I like to do deep work from Fajr to sunrise. So I can just create a recurring event daily, just like that. Now I'll add my other events. Now, if we go to my analytics, it's way more balanced as you can see. From here, let's just go to the mobile app. There it is. So all my events were synced from the web app. And now, for example, if I tap here, I can see that all my tasks are already available here. So I won't forget when I get to the actual event what I'm actually supposed to do. I can also add tasks directly inside existing events. So here I'd like to plan chapter 3. Here at the bottom of the page, you've got 3 pages. So on the left, you can find all your to-do lists, your routines. So if I go here in the Islam tag, I can add tasks just like this. So Surat al-Kahf, this is important, and that's added. With events, you can add by tapping a time block, just like the web app as well. So here, say I want to do right. Qiyam, select that tag, done. And on the right tab, you've got your analytics. And that's about it. Now, if you have any questions on how the app works or need any productivity tips to start using this system, please leave them in the comments. And may Allah put barakah in your time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.